Welcome to this episode of The Power of Mentoring, sharing knowledge, creating lasting relationships, with Mentoring Women's Network Board Chair, Allison Martin.
I am so excited to talk to you today about a topic that is very near and dear to me, and by applying the principles in my own personal life and professional life, it really transformed everything that I was able to do. And so today I'm going to be talking to you about goal setting, but not just goal setting. We're talking about really applying the art of possibility in transforming your life, both personally and professionally, through effective goal setting. So before we talk about goal setting, I want to talk about the concept of positivity. Everybody tells you that you should think positive, and there's certainly a lot of validity to that. But what does that mean exactly? How do you think positive? If that's not your general nature and who you are, how do you go about starting to look at things in a more positive light? And so a concept I want to introduce to you is the idea that we tell our lives in stories. Everything that as you look back on your life, we're continually writing our story, whether we're looking at both our personal and professional lives. But we're continually writing our story in our own minds and sharing that story with others. And so as you look back on your own life, nothing that ever happened to you was inherently positive or negative. It's all the filter that we applied to it. And so as you're thinking about your life in the course of the day, and you're thinking about what happens to you in the course of the day, thinking about whether your filter is positive or negative can really start to impact you. And the reason I bring this up is because as you are setting out your goals, how you predict or how you think about what you're capable of and what you're able to do really is inherently or directly related to your level of positivity. So as we're talking about personal goals, a few years ago, I set out and decided that I wanted to establish what experiences and life occurrences I wanted to have over the course of my own lifetime. And this was before the bucket list came out, before the concept became really popular. But a lot of times people don't think about that until they've gotten closer to what they anticipate the end of their life to be. They think they find out that they've got a diagnosis or something along those lines, and then they want to define what they want their lives to be. I encourage you to do it now. Sit down, think about what life experiences you want to have, think about what you want to achieve in your life, and actually commit it to paper. And the more positive you are, the more you really embrace the idea that you are the creator of your own life, the more you can really, the sky is the limit as you're establishing these goals. And so when I set out and I sat down and wrote out 100 things that I wanted to do before I die, it's been a real amazing opportunity every year to evaluate how I've done and where those things are. But every year when other people are creating their New Year's resolutions, I'm reviewing my bucket list and thinking about what I can do that particular year that will create the experience that I'd set out to create. And of course, as in all goal setting, writing them out is absolutely critical. And so now taking a look at your professional goals. Where do you hope to be in 5 years? That's a great question that all of us should be evaluating. But more importantly, where do you want to be in the next year? Taking the time to write out 12 goals for 12 months and what those benchmarks are going to be along the way is something that a lot of people don't do. And what I found is that the act of merely writing them down, it's amazing how you have the opportunity to look back and realize that just by writing them down and committing them to paper, how they were able to unfold. And just by committing them to paper 12 months later, I guarantee you at least 75% of them will have been complete. And hopefully even more than that if you're really creating the benchmarks and taking the opportunity to measure against that. But as you are setting your goals, again, thinking positively, thinking about you are the creator of your own destiny. And so you have the opportunity to really create the kind of life that you want to create, both personally and professionally. And by adopting these principles and reviewing them regularly, you're going to set yourself up for success. So Mentoring Women's Network is a community of people who are very committed to achieving our goals and achieving the goals of our members. To learn more, visit www.mentoringwomensnetwork.com or click the link below. We'd love to have you join and come out to one of our events.
Thank you for watching this episode of The Power of Mentoring with Allison Martin. For more great information, visit the Mentoring Women's Network website at www.mentoringwomensnetwork.com. Also browse the other shows found right here at Indie Biz TV Shows.